Hello, everyone. I'm Trinity Johnston, and I play Aria Thompson on Austin High.
My name is Julius, and I play Mason in Austin High.
My name is Diego Rodriguez, and I play Maxwell from Austin High.
I'm April Patterson, and I play Miss Jones in Austin High.
I'm Soleil Patterson, and I play Riley on Austin High.
My name is Asher Proger, and I play Jacob on Austin High.
Hey, I'm Charlotte Delaney Riggs, and I play Willow in Austin High.
I'm Braden Phipps, and I play Noah in Austin High.
When I found out that ATX Crew was going to make a scripted series, I was horrified.
I was nervous, actually, if I'm being honest.
I didn't really know what to think at first because we didn't do that, you know, that's not what we did. I really like all the characters too now. At first, I didn't know what to think of each character, but as they like grow and develop, you kind of get attached to the characters.
I felt really excited, honestly, because I was just like, you know, we were doing ATX Crew for a while, and I was like, this is a lot of fun with the challenges and all that, but I really wanted to do a little more acting. And so when you're like, yeah, we're gonna do a series, and I was like, yes, finally.
I was kind of scared.
I was super excited. The energy of all the kids it's just, they get along so well. I knew that them working together would be really fun.
I had mixed feelings because, like, of course it's fun to do scripted series and you know what's going on, and I'm a very organized person, so I like having a plan out ahead of me usually. I was a little bit scared about, because we'd never done a scripted series, right? Of course, just like it's something new is a little bit scary.
At first I was like, something we'd never done, so I was a little bit unsure about it, but I knew we had a good group of actors, you know what I mean? So I thought that it'd go decent, it'd go well, which it did, because we got a pretty good group of actors, so.
Do I have original acting experience? Yes, I do. I have a lot of that, actually. I've been on a few shows and a lot of commercials, and I've done many short films as well.
I've been acting ever since I was 4. I've been quite a few commercials. I've done 2 films, one of them which hasn't come out, and I've been in also Stage 5. Yeah, just a few small things, but I'll be in bigger ones soon.
I've been acting for a while, maybe 4 or 5 years now.
I have loads of acting experience, actually. Oh, hi. How are you doing? Many plays since I was 5 years old, 17 short films. I have a lot of acting experience from before this, and that was one of the reasons why we wanted to do Austin High, is because we all had so much acting experience.
I did like kids acting. That was about it. Made the cut because I'm naturally blessed.
I started doing like musical theater and like stage performances when I was 5, and moved into like commercial stuff and other things, I think when I was 9.
I've been acting for 10 years, because I'm 16, I started when I was 6. I've moved away more from theater and more leaning into film, and I'm more interested in that now. One of the main things I actually did for 3-year time span, it's actually where I met Trinity, but it was New Sky Kids, which was great. I heard that Charlotte and Julius were on it, and I knew Trinity because I was on like 2 sets with her.
Another thing is also I was on a YouTube channel with Julius, Asher, and Charlotte called New Sky Kids, and also whenever I was doing a play at Zach called Alice in Wonderland, Diego was doing James and the Giant Peach.
I also was in New Sky Kids with Asher, Trinity, and Charlotte. Yeah, that was actually how we met, right?
I know before this we did New Sky Kids, and a bunch of us were on that, which was Trinity, me, Julius, Asher. We were all on it, although not in the same episodes. We were definitely on it together, so.
My favorite part about filming it was probably like in between the cuts, where we would just like, there was one time we just talked about Marvel movies for like an hour and a half. It was so fun. I looked at the camera.
No, you can. It's not a big deal. It's fine. No.
I think it was probably getting to see everyone like display. I mean, this is only the first season, so we're still getting to know the characters, but I know like for Diego, for example, he played Maxwell, and when he did the rap, that was probably one of my favorite parts, to like kind of see him be able to make that rap, and because he actually made that rap himself, and he rapped, and I was like, whoa, I did not know you could rap, Diego. So I think it was cool to get to know people better on set, and get to know the characters and like character development.
I got to choose really kind of where my character went. I don't usually get to do that as much with other things. So being able to choose what I got to do for Willow, that was really fun.
Hanging out with the kids for sure. They keep me young. We did TikTok dances. I think most of them see me as like really serious teacher. So when I was on set and I got to play around with them and do TikTok dances and have fun, they were just like, oh, Miss April is kind of cool.
All like the in-betweens, which it was fun filming, but like I really enjoyed going behind or whenever they say cut and like we're all switching around. We had like a whole food platter of like gummies and chips and I was like, yes. So I would always eat there.
My favorite part about making Austin High was probably just bonding with the people around you when you're actually doing a scripted series, because it's very different than when you're doing something more where but it's really fun to see each other, people you've known for about 1.5 years at the time of filming Austin High, be characters and be more than just what they are on the outside.
This feels like an interrogation. It was awesome because it was just a group of friends making a piece of entertainment.
I love playing Aria. Even though she does come off, like I really do not like the first couple episodes where she's like, well, my daddy is the mayor and I'm better than all of you guys. But I mean, cause like I know I would be annoyed if like that girl was next to me, I'd be like, ew. But playing her, like always the sad parts whenever she really opened up about like her life and how she was like, oh, yeah, no, my life really sucks. Like I'd rather be here with the mean older sister than, you know, be alone all the time because my parents are always gone. It was really fun to have that grow on, have that grow on the camera, have people learning more about Aria and have people seeing more.
Mason? He's chill, but I would not be friends with him. He doesn't speak a lot, so you don't really know a lot about him. He kind of just seems like a robot boyfriend to Aria, you know what I mean? Like Aria will say something and it'll be like, okay, you know what I mean?
I'm team captain of the basketball team. Like,
yeah, he feels very simple right now and boring, but I think we'll get to see a lot more of him in this next season coming.
The character Noah was fun to play, but at the same time, I'm looking back now and I'm like, I wish I did more than that.
I love my character. I think Maxwell is he's weird. He's complex. He's kind of one of those people that like, no matter what happens, he's still gonna be as nice to every single person as he possibly can, and that's what I like.
I like my character a lot. I think I made my character who she is, and I think that's why I like her so much. And Willow ended up cosplaying Junko Inoshima to school for a project.
How do I like my character? Ooh, Riley. I think that I like her a lot. I personally relate a lot with Riley. There's been moments where I've definitely been the new kid. I'm a little bit of an athlete geek, you know, and yeah, it was just it was a lot of fun, and it was fun getting to play her out a little more, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Jacob's a fun character. He's very real, right? Even though he's the stereotypical, huh, what's happening? I like video games, Fortnite. You know, he's like that, but he feels very real. It feels like someone you would know. So when like reading through his lines and stuff, it was like, oh, okay, I can relate to that. That could be me 2-3 years ago.
I like Miss Jones. I think I'm very similar to Miss Jones in the sense that I've taught kids my entire adult life. I've dealt with kids, and it was very natural for me to take on Miss Jones because she's very stern, very strict, but she's also loving and encouraging, and I think that's pretty much the epitome of who I am as a person as well.
If I could be any other character, who? I don't know. I feel like for each character, there's a little bit of me. With Charlotte's character, Willow, you know, I can be shy at times. I don't know. I honestly don't know which one I would be. I think maybe like Girl Mason. Yeah, that's who I'd choose.
Maxwell seems kind of fun to play. He's just an extreme character type, and he's a very humble kid who's talented in the show. So I think that's just a fun character to play.
In that series, I don't know. Maybe I'd be the TikTok dancing teacher. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Because Miss Jones is like really strict, so to like have her do some fun stuff, it would be unexpected. But
If I could be any other character, oh no. Okay, so not Maxwell. No offense, but like, no. I really like grounded characters, so probably Violet. No, I look bad in black makeup. So Willow's really like grounded and you know who she is. She has this other kind of side to her that no one really sees, and then you bring it out and you're like, oh my god, what? Like, I didn't expect that. I would love to be that kind of character.
If I could be any other character, I'd either be someone similar to Maxwell or Violet. Maxwell's funny and I do love a good comedic character, and Violet, I do relate to her as well because I feel like she's just the opposite side of my character.
I would not want to be Mason, because that's kind of weird. Because Trinity's a little bit musty. I'm thinking, give me a second, bro. I'd probably want to be Jacob or Maxwell, because they're like the funny guy, silly guy, a little silly.
Probably Aria. Actually, I think Aria.
Okay, so not Maxwell.
Actually, I think Aria. Having a character who has like such a big learning curve must be like really fun. It's not a lot of times that you get to like play a character where their perspective of like life like really changes drastically like Aria's does. So I think that would be pretty fun.
Well, I would say Noah. He's very similar to Jacob though, so I wouldn't want to be him since he's kind of similar to Jacob in a way, even though they're not close friends, they're similar. But I think it would be Maxwell, because Maxwell seems like the opposite end of Jacob. So I think it'd be interesting to play near the opposite of Jacob, who's smart, he's super sweet and stuff. So I think it'd be fun to play Maxwell as he's the opposite of Jacob in a way.
Favorite episode had to be the pool party scene, episode 5. And that was so fun, just because, I mean, it was a pool. That's easy, yeah.
My favorite episode was the cosplay episode because I got to show up in Junko Inoshima and I got to see a bunch of different people's reactions. I think that's one of my favorite things about cosplaying is seeing people's reactions to it. And whether that's a little confused or very excited because they know who it is, I really enjoy seeing people's reactions.
My favorite episode was 100% episode 5. It was amazing. It was just so fun. I had all my friends there and there were a bunch of extras and all the extras were so nice. I would talk to them all. They'd all want to talk to me, which is really fun. I feel like being the main character in a film, it just kind of like people want to talk to you, so I'm like, oh yay, people want to talk to me. But also, you know, jumping into the pool, and also this is the one time where people really realize like, oh, Aria doesn't have that great of, you know, a life, because she really opens up to Riley.
Probably episode 6, because we're all at the lunch tables and we're outside and we're talking the whole time, even when we weren't filming. But when we were filming and it was part of the series, we were just talking. And we're talking about a normal thing. And it's really fun to see our characters interact. There was one scene where the other guys get up and leave, and then I'm just kind of like lagging behind with my backpack and I have to run to catch up. I thought that was funny, and I think that was an accident. I can't really remember. But yeah, it was really fun to film that.
I really enjoyed the episode where Aria's sister starts to soften up on her and be more encouraging and loving towards her. You can definitely see that they butt heads a lot, but the moment when you start seeing her sister turn and supporting her, I love seeing relationships develop and change, and I love seeing like love form, especially in relationships that have friction, you know, because it shows a really human side of us, because we're not always one way, but we're all, you know. So I just really love watching them develop and grow a little bit closer.
Probably filming the classroom episodes was my favorite episodes we filmed were probably the ones in the classroom, because we could just like go around. It was like an office area, so we could just walk around like in between scenes. It was so fun.
The first one, just because of how chaotic it was. Our producer was getting mad at all of us because we couldn't focus, and like everybody was trying to figure out everything. And we filmed the first 4 episodes on an iPhone, and we had to redo all of those with like a professional camera. So the first 4 episodes, although being completely useless, was fun.
The silliest on the crew, the goofiest on the crew. It's definitely Brayden.
Silliest on the crew has to be Brayden. Has to be Brayden, hands down.
The silliest? Brayden.
If it's not me, it's so not Trinity. The silliest on the crew is Asher Proger. Asher Proger's my man. Asher's funny, what do you mean?
Silliest on the crew for me is, Brayden's pretty funny, but I would have to say Avery. Avery would always bring a smile on my face, and she'd always have a funny joke. or something funny to say.
I'm gonna go with the silliest on the crew is Maxwell or Trinity, because they're just silly. I don't know. Maxwell has weird jokes and puns, and Trinity, I don't think you can see it in her character, but she is pretty silly off screen.
Who do I think should have won the election? Personally, I think Maxwell.
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 I'll try not to be biased. I think Aria. Only because, one, of course I'm gonna be biased. I am Aria. I'll try not to be biased. And two, I feel like internally she would have really had really good ideas. Maxwell was like, well, the only reason why I'm running is because Miss Jones. It's like, okay. Well, Aria has wanted this. Aria's wanted this for so long, and she wanted to do this for so long. And then Maxwell did a rap, comes out of nowhere, and then Miss Jones like, oh, you should, here, you should. And I wrote for him. Which Aria is annoying, which is why I don't vote for her, but like she's been wanting to do this for so long. And I really think she's really good ideas, especially since her dad's mayor. So Aria should have won. Aria should have won.
I just thought we were getting political for a second. I was a little scared.
He has ideals. Like, he knows what he wants and like what can make the world a better place, and he goes for it. And I think that there needs to be more people like that in the world.
Maxwell was a lot more of a better candidate and a lot of a nicer person. I kind of hated Aria as a person, like her ethereal being.
What do you think about the actor?
I haven't met her. I feel like they'd act the same in real life. Like I would hate the actor. Cut that part out.
What I would like to see in season 2, if, you know, some new characters were introduced and kind of expand on different talents of mine, not just being known as the athletic girl.
In the season 2. I think that so much of Maxwell is kind of mysterious. So I think just kind of like learning about like everything outside of school would be like pretty interesting.
It'd be funny if like Jacob and Maxwell kissed by accident. Noah gets popular, he gets rich. He's famous, popular, rich, billionaire mindset, adventurer, explorer. Helps people, does charity, donates to other charities, volunteers on weekends, has a great family, wife, 2 kids, maybe 3 kids, maybe 2 wives, maybe 3 kids. But yeah.
I want to see Riley and Willow's friendship develop more than what it is right now. Because right now, I see Riley basically telling Willow, hey, come on, you're gonna come here. And I think they could have a pretty good friendship, just not the way it is currently.
This sets the scene. Jake walks in the school, and everyone's cheering for him. Like, we have to do this, like, what? 5,000 students, and also, and we also cheer, and national side, and national side, and national side, and the team, it's big, and people are going, and you see the court, and it's game, so I'll see the games, and we'll get my Me and Jacob have decided to start a Fortnite club. And we're about to check. Yeah, so every single all and actually actual on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Wednesdays, we get we got 1 cent out of the tax school.
I'd like to see Mason in a different environment than just this context of Aria. I want to see his chemistry with the basketball team, or maybe just his family.
I think Miss Jones needs a love interest. She's a little lonely. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I think I would like to see like more relational development between Aria and Miss Jones. I mean, you got a little snippet of it, but I would love to see more of a mentoring, loving interaction between them.
If there's one thing that I could say to the Austin High supporters, is that if you voted Maxwell, you're awesome. I love you. Thank you for voting Maxwell.
Deuces.
But thank you so much for supporting us, and we're glad that you enjoy it, and we're happy to make more content for you guys to enjoy even more.
Just thank you for supporting the channel, honestly, and I hope you enjoy the content because we work a lot on it.
The support, I'm really glad about the support. I mean, we have new fans coming to the channel, Instagramming me, and then being like, "What's up, Mason?" And I'm like, wow. The support is a lot more than I thought it would be, and I'm glad about the end product that is taking place. And for season 2, I hope the quality will go up and you guys will enjoy it even more. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Welcome to the beginning of a journey that will last 12 seasons. And then we'll have a spin-off show that's called Austin College.
I would love to say thank you guys. Y'all are amazing and awesome. I get on that chat every Saturday and I see the positive feedback and how much you guys love watching the show. So thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. It's really exciting to see people excited about it too.
Okay, I do want to say thank you all so much. Also, if you voted for Aria, you have a bigger IQ because you're better. Also, thank you for all of the support because this is really what we've been wanting to do. I love all of y'all. You watching this right now, I love you because you're amazing and you're supporting me in my dream and all of us in our dream because we all want to be actors. So thank you for supporting us and following us on our journey.